Good evening and welcome to this episode of the Adventures of the Red Bane Guild. And we're back
Hey,
on Zoom.
because of
Boo!
me.
Boo! We hope that you won't have the Rona. By the time you see this, DM, you'll know. Will he live? Will he die? That will be a very
Well, it's
if indeed things don't.
it's mild.
All right. I love you, buddy. Okay.
I'm not worried about it.
Into the shadow.
I ain't worried about no Rona.
I'm scared of the Rona. All right, so beginning tonight, last we left off, you, am I frozen right now?
You were, but you're not now.
Man, it's getting worse every day with this. I don't know. I gotta build this PC.
At least you're not turning green.
True. Hope that doesn't happen during the recording.
It will.
Okay,
Well,
last
Nick's the only one that watches it.
you intrepid adventurers returned to Berevik and, coordinating with the guard, launched an assault on the Purebloods forces at the yards and at their barracks.
Yeah,
You-
screw those suckers.
You defeated their two lieutenants, putting an end to the leadership, and at the yards, the guard, along with Scarlet, put down the rest of their men in Berevik. Lucas Fleming then informed you that he, wielding Jax Clark's mace, would be there tomorrow to greet the second ship full of purebloods with all his guard force and reinforcements from the town of Elaros to the south
Okay.
to make mass arrest
Oh yeah, we're not out of this yet.
of the remaining purebloods. Now, you find yourselves there upon the docks, bathed in the golden light of the late afternoon. Gently falling snowflakes surround you, twinkling in the lamps, the light of the lamps in the sun. The cries of winter seabirds reach your ears, almost seemingly a song of celebration for having rid the town of these thief. So, there you find yourselves. What do you do?
Feeling like a meat pie.
Yeah, well, we can go do that, Warith. We really should rest up, yeah, for tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, since we haven't gotten any sleep in like forever.
No, we slept just today. Because it's
yeah, but
nighttime
it
right
wasn't
now, yeah.
that much.
Yeah, very late afternoon.
Yeah, well, let's just take it easy, and then we'll wake up early and go be around for whatever tomorrow's thing, maybe. Yeah.
It seems like it'll be an easy day, but
I
it
wouldn't
usually
say
isn't.
that.
Seems
I
like.
wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that too soon. Yeah. Anything could surprise us.
It often does too.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's go get some dinner and go to bed.
And the movie.
It's a
And the movie.
You know, when you move. It's a weird phonic expression, I think.
Yep.
Means to go.
Yep.
Scarlet walks past you guys. I will see you back at the inn.
All right, Scarlet.
Yeah.
Wiping
Nice,
blood
Scarlet.
wiping blood from the great sword. Hi, Warith. Good work today. I'm glad you're not dead.
So in my notes from last week, we had already returned to the inn. Scarlet was buying us drinks.
Hey, thank you for.
And Warith gave Vissa the daggers.
Yeah, that's my fault for not putting up those videos.
What's his guy? What's his, the guy had?
I'm terrible at this, so thank you.
I don't think so.
I'm terrible at this.
You got a lot going on.
All right. Then, in fact, you find yourselves at the inn. Having returned already, Scarlet has bought you drinks. You are around the table with a round, and Warith, you were showing Vissa daggers.
Yeah, I already have daggers. Here you go.
Ooh. I wear both of these, and then if I like drop my spear or something, I can take them out and stab people. That's right.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You should ask Worth to help you use those, Vissa. Maybe he has some pointers on how you should do them.
So you can be my monk teacher, and you can be my rogue teacher.
Yeah.
Sure.
You're just gonna be everything, aren't you?
And perhaps Mirwin can teach me how to channel all my teenage rage.
Well, you see, it might not be that easy because Mirwin has rage, and that's different from angsting, raging and angsting.
Well, I suppose so. I'm more angsty than ragey.
To be honest, you don't seem very angsty either.
Well, I'm
Very
anxious.
cheerful. Chipper.
Where's Sadie?
Channel your chipper, and
Is that
then
like the opposite of barbarian rage?
yeah, maybe you just
Yeah, like a
I don't
normal
know,
person. Because barbarians do this thing where they just like try to fight real hard and angry, and anybody else just like uses that progressively. Not saying anything against you, Mirwin. It's the way that it is all is.
It is.
If anyone is angsty around here, it's me. To be honest, I suppose. I mean,
You
I
in
am
all black and sitting in the corner. And you're
because no one could ever understand.
exactly.
Yeah.
So Worth can also teach you how to be angsty.
Cool. I wonder if I throw this at the wall, if I could make it stick.
There are other people around Vessa, so just be careful with that, yeah?
I'll do it in the room.
That might be better.
Yeah, and I'm sure no one will be upset you destroying the inn.
There's a dartboard. I could throw it at the dartboard.
Well-
That's more predictable.
Just don't tell anyone where you got the daggers from.
People do far worse things to this inn than throw knives into the wood walls.
Just don't tell anyone where you got the daggers from.
Someone vomited in that corner just last night. One was just right over there.
No, so they did.
Is it
That's
still there?
Yeah, most of it,
Except for the stuff the dog cleaned up, yeah?
basically.
I'm gonna take out
Lions have dogs.
the stick that I've been working on, and I'm gonna take out my dagger and unsheath it and continue to work on the wood.
Yeah, you guys watch as Bew takes this rune stick he's been working on now down to bare wood, beginning to smooth out. And by this point in the year, Bew, you definitely are. It's the winter is waning, and you're definitely feeling the itch.
Gotcha.
Perhaps,
Gotcha.
a little bit of protrusion as the horns begin to make their way back in. Towards
Protrusion.
spring.
So
As, you run
do
lap-
They'd be hard to notice because of the moppy hair that he has.
yeah. Well, no one else would be able to see it yet, but you can tell.
You feel it. Is there a like a fireplace in here?
Yeah. There's a large hearth against the back wall, big brick, roaring fire.
I'm gonna go over to it. Leave like the tools and the knife and the shavings on the table. I'm gonna go over to the hearth, just kind of stand up, walk away from the conversation, and grab the tong, and kind of like knock out a piece of coal, black piece of coal.
Sure.
And then once it's cooler, I'll pick it up and take it back to the table. and using that coal, I'm going to just kind of pencil on some runes under the stick.
Yeah. So you go and get a smallish kind of that shaped piece of coal, cool it off, and then you start to engrave.
Yeah.
It comes to a point, this piece of coal, and you're able to get pretty neat runes on your little stick.
With that, you watch him as he starts to inlay them, and then like with his thumb, the meaty part he'll erase, and then space it a little bit, like taking the time, more time than you would normally see Bew at something like this, to like space it out and make sure all these runes are neat and even and appropriate before like he starts whittling on it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you guys watch going about your business as you see observe you over there intently at work on this rune stick.
Hmm.
But I guess he does know how to read? Or is it just, do you think it's just made up words?
It could just look like letters.
Probably just looks like letters. We're saying this quietly so you can't understand what we're talking about.
I want to make a perception check.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, but my perception's really high, 17.
Yeah, you get the whispers. You catch most of these words that they're saying there.
These are looking down at the stick and still kind of like penciling them out. These are phonic runes, of which I am very good at writing them. Like all languages, I am very good. I am proficient in phonic runes and the other ones too.
Yeah,
Okay.
but do you know what they mean?
Yeah, I know what these ones mean.
I can draw a face, but that doesn't mean, you know, that I know how to spell face. But I know how to spell face.
You could draw a
That's-
face, but it doesn't mean it's recognizable.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah,
I think
I don't
it's
know
all
what that has to do with anything worth.
Me
That was
neither,
just
honestly,
kind of
at
a-
this point.
I
You could write,
know where you're going with that, but I don't think it worked out how you thought it was going to.
yeah.
Scarlet. Very good. Yes, anyways, no, these are phonic runes.
What are you working on then, Bew?
Oh, it's we were talking about it on the road. This is a rune stick. It's just like it's a maybe I could describe it as phonic theology or not psychology.
They're dirty limericks.
And, well, no, it's a way to think mindfulness and to
Worth's
pass.
would be.
Yeah.
Certainly would be. Well, that's
There once
very
was a man
interesting.
from Nantucket.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'd like to see the finished product when you've
Oh, yeah.
completed it. I thought that would look very pretty.
Well,
I'd like you to read me the finished product.
I believe that he can read the phonic runes. I'm sure he can.
yeah, see, there you go. Anyways, and for today I'll toss the piece of charcoal back and then kind of clean off the knife and sheath it and then kind of wrap up so that none of the charcoal gets spoiled.
So you
The rune
finish-
stick.
Yeah, you finish up your work there. Get that wrapped in cloth. And by this point, you spent a good while working on it. It's well past dark. Most of the patrons are beginning to filter out where it was quite busy. It's now just a handful of a couple of humans, half orcs and orcs, and one lone half orc female is at the small stage, just strumming on a lute casually. And that's where you are in late evening time. And Vissa retires to her room. All right, again, I'm tired. I promise that I won't throw the dagger at the walls in the room.
I don't care if you throw the dagger. Just don't tell him I gave you the daggers. Then I won't get in trouble.
Well, I'm sure he'll assume that I got the daggers from you.
Oh, great.
Wouldn't be too hard to figure that out. Maybe I
Yeah, there
should
were
bring him
like
some-
1,000 witnesses of it.
Maybe I should bring him some water. He's been a bit frazzled.
Oh, yeah, Brecken.
I don't know if he noticed. He's been reading so much. I think he's quite caught up in all of this.
Yeah, we
Don't
told
be
him to
bringing-
take a break.
Bring him some ale.
I think he took a small break, but he's right back at it.
Mm,
Maybe it's
well, he might be on the verge of something.
I think he keeps talking about all these things he's learning, like his mind's getting opened up to it. I worry about him sometimes. I think he'll be fine.
He should do more things like that so we can figure things out. And
Yeah, but in moderation. If he's reading about hinky things, then he's going to just impale it into himself.
He's cloistered in that room for far too long, I think. I think getting back on the sea will do him good.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
He had too much time in that room.
don't we need him stuffing his face in those books so he can tell us where to find the shards?
Yeah, but not at the expense of his sanity.
Yeah, I agree.
World.
I agree. With
I'm
you,
still
Vissa.
learning lots of things.
Hey, Nicky Poo.
Yeah.
Will you check your mic input? I think it's using the Chromebook.
Oh,
Very quiet.
Yeah.
probably is.
I'm getting like room noise from you.
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go. Is it different?
It's better, yeah.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
more of a crisper Nick experience.
Crispy me, extra crispy. I want to take
Oh,
a
that's
pee break
much
real quick.
better.
So let's say at this point, do you guys stay up late or retire for the night? What do you? You guys
I'm
gotta take-
gonna Buell retire.
Yeah.
So a few minutes after Vissa heads to the room, you head up as well. Enter, find her as she's already fast asleep, and as is Brecken, just amidst a pile of books on a bedroll in the corner. And there, let's take a break.
Yeah. just a quick-
Okay.
Okay.
So thus it is that you awake in the next morning, the 9th of Vanar. The light filters through the window, cold and gray. The clouds above are a slate color and solid. There you are. What do you do?
I check for traps. No.
Might as well.
Get on, sling on all my stuff. And then I want to go to the docks to just kind of watch and see what kind of stuff is going to happen, what kind of stuff is going to go down, and maybe be ready to help out.
Sure.
I
You leave
agree.
the room. Yeah, you get up. The other you two also watch him as he begins to get all his stuff ready. Slings on his staff, poncho, and everything he's got, belt. And do you accompany him? What do you do?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you three all make your way out of the room before Brecken and Vissa awake. It's still pretty early in the morning. Down through the tavern, a few of the crewmates, deckhands and such, are eating and having their breakfast, but not really anyone that you know very well is around there. But you head out into the streets, up to the yards, where you see immediately a huge group of guards, much more than there were yesterday. At least 50, maybe 60-ish guards, mostly orc, half orc, some human. And at their head is Lucas Fleming, and he has the massive mace of Jax Clark at his side. He's hefting it in his hand, still very much enjoying it, getting used to its feel. And he turns and sees you all. Ah, yeah, good morning.
Good morning there.
They have come to help us out.
Yeah, we are here to offer support. Do you like that thing?
Oh, yes, it's beautiful, well balanced. Oh,
it hurt.
yeah,
It hurts real bad. I can tell you that.
I had bet it is. It's beautiful, heavy but not unwieldy. So nice. I very much enjoy this thing. I'm going to smash some heads with it if they don't comply immediately. And well, they're going to be getting off of this ship. We assume it will arrive within minutes. They're going to get off, be faced with 60 guards here. What are they going to do? A bunch of unarmed deckhands, idiots. They will go straight to my brig.
Well, let's
I
hope
Well,
hope
they're
it
all
is
dive.
that easy. Yeah, I very much hope that it is that is the easy.
And I will get all of the information from them. Yes, sehr gut.
What if they're not unarmed?
Well, we are very armed, so I believe there are to be about 20 of them, so we are more than double the number.
I think we are all right. It could be some surprises, and that would be interesting and all. But all in all, I'm not incredibly worried about it, Wareth.
I want
I
to look
think-
around and see if there's any obvious spots I can set up, like with my crossbow. So I can.
Yeah, make you gotta go like head around the the buildings in the square and the district and everything.
Yeah, something where I'll be, close enough I could have decent accuracy, but high enough so I can see the boat.
Make an investigation check.
Natural 20.
Oh yeah, you find a
Whoop, whoop.
very nice spot, a building a few in the next a couple blocks down from where the stumbling is. On the second floor, you spot a balcony that's like perfect height to have an excellent shot at anything that might come off of the dock, and it's there's a it's kind of building. There's this staircase on the side that leads up to this this balcony that sort of goes around the building, and you are able to easily. You don't know who lives there or what it is exactly, but you head up you're able to head up the
Okay.
stairs and get onto this balcony that faces the docks, and you can take up position there.
Nice. I let them know that I'm going to do that. I let Lucas and these two know.
Yeah, okay. I've excellent. We'll have some coverage up from up top.
Wareth just kind of walks away. Yeah.
Yeah, you see Wareth go off to this this building. It's of ambiguous purpose. Head up to the second floor without asking permission and just squat with crossbow in hand.
Yeah. So we're just going to hang out and watch. If you want us to help, we'll jump in. But I believe that this will just be, fun recompense to watch for all of these occurs.
Yeah, I do as well. It will be very good. All right, well, let's just hang out for a few minutes. See if they turn up. We are all ready, men. You ready, men? Yeah.
Hang out.
About 25, 30 minutes passes. And when you see past those five natural pillars that kind of shield the bay of Berovik, a shape
There's the green Ian.
He's not
I'm
for-
green.
That's so weird. Now he's green. Yeah, you see this shape. You can see it in my glasses. Ah.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Oh, how sad you don't have a reflection.
Anyway,
You see the shape of a boat.
not a vampire.
It come through two of these pillars and begin to weave its way into the bay. As it gets a bit closer, you see it's a two-mast brig type of ship. Sits fairly low in the.
But you might have cut off there. Can't hear you.
Definitely have cut off now.
Well, I still can't hear you, but the last thing we heard was a two-mast ship sits low in the water.
Yeah, it is now
There we
making
go.
making its way slowly, steadily towards the docks. You may make perception checks if you like.
Yeah.
I would like.
Kind of hang out. Ooh, perception, you say? Well, I rolled a 17 and I have a +6.
Ooh. Very nice.
I got a 10.
Nat one.
Ooh. Yeah, Mirwin, you're like boat.
Ooh, hey, look, a boat. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Oh
boat.
yeah. Would you look at that? It's a boat.
It's because
Uh,
all
you
the guards are in the way. I can't see over them.
Oh yeah, and they're all
Yeah.
like super tall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like kind of jumping, like kind of shoving a couple of these guys, and you're like, but oh, his boat, and that's really all you notice about it.
You're just looking at butt cheeks.
You guys just
Maybe she's enjoying it.
just tall orc butt.
That's weird.
Maybe it's good. Maybe it's not.
Yeah, they don't. Guards don't. I think guard. I don't think someone who bathes regularly.
I mean, who knows
I
what Mir's into, but I mean, some of them are good-looking orcs.
I don't imagine that they're like they're probably like flat and stringy. Not a lot of shape to 'em.
Is Mirwin into orcs?
No.
Okay.
She's not into orcs. Well, then none of this catches your eye, really.
That's weird.
You get a good
What kind of
view of the
guy is
muscle.
Mirwin into?
You're at the gun show. Yeah, I'm curious.
Dwarves.
Dwarf men. Hot,
Harry's
sexy
gonna hurt me.
men.
None of your beeswax.
Mirwin could be asexual. Not into any of it.
Mirwin could be a grandmother at this point, for all we know.
5 generations on.
Mirwin, do you have a dark past as this ship is slowly creeping up and men are
No.
And you guys are just kind of taking your time to watch this thing so they can come up on the dock. Just keep
Mhm.
person-
Hey, I rolled a 23 on my perception.
Yes, you did. And so as the ship gets a little bit closer, you notice that on the deck, while most seem to be unaware of, unperturbed, not suspecting anything on the docks, you see the lookout of the ship shouts out something to the
Poop. You're quiet again. Your audio is cut out.
You have no audio. You have no audio.
is it back?
There it's
Yeah, now it
better.
is.
Dang it, I can't
Last
hate so much.
last thing we heard was
Somebody
the
shouted out.
lookout shouts out.
Yeah, the lookout shouts below to the crew, and you see a bit of an uproar on deck.
Oh, poop. Well, I ready the crossbow. And cock it.
Cock away.
I do have a cock. I mean, I have a cock. Dang it.
You have no cock. You have no cock.
Epoxy.
Anyway,
Doesn't seem like any of the guards seem to notice anything is amiss. They are just waiting victory poses already.
Yeah, I hit the main guard who I've forgotten his
Lucas.
name.
Lucas.
Lucas. And says they had a lookout and they saw it. They are we have no surprise.
They saw us.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We have found out.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Bastards.
I saw see is there. And I'll like make finger at the dude who's yelling and screaming.
Yeah, at this point, you guys can all see, and Lucas notices they are now they're only a couple hundred feet away, but they're in a frenzy, beginning to try to turn the boat around. What do you do?
oh. I guess I could shoot the guy at the. Oh, is there like a helmsman or is it oars that are turning?
So what you see is there appears to be one bank of oars that is mainly for like piloting into docks and days like this one.
So shooting the guy at the helm wouldn't stop them from leaving.
No, it might slow them down as he's shouting commands to the oarsmen to begin to turn about.
I mean, if they go, it is not so bad, yeah. We could always chase after, but if they go, it's not so bad.
I shoot him.
Make a range attack. It's very far. What's the range on your crossbow?
Well, so
Crossbows don't have.
Wait, well, let's see, the 80 and then 320.
Oh,
Yeah, you can. You can shoot. The-
it takes
Three-
disadvantage.
Yeah, it's disadvantage at this far. So yeah, you can. They're just barely in the reach of your crossbow, but you can go ahead and launch a bolt with disadvantage. They're unaware of you, so you do get sneak attack if you hit somebody.
I
You get
got
the drop.
the lowest was a 14.
You launch way far. This bolt just let it from your crossbow.
Call it
And
a
you
warning
watched
shot
it.
then.
You watched it tear through one of the sails and clatter to the deck below. They notice it, and more shouts of "Ah!" Can't hear what they're saying, but there's a lot of this motion. turn the boat around. And Lucas is Lucas. Let's go, hurry! Get a couple of patrol skiffs.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's do that then.
No time to lose. What to do? Come with me.
Yeah. I'll walk with Lucas.
I guess while I'm up there, I'll take another shot.
You hear Lucas shout this stuff. You're not too
Okay.
far away. He looks up and shouts at you too. Vareth, we're going to take a patrol skiff. Try and deal with it.
Dang it. All right.
Deal visit.
I'll climb down and follow them.
All right. You guys follow Lucas to the northern end of the docks, where past the harbor master's office, past a couple more ships under repair, and there is a pair of ships, single mast, that are mounted with one ballista on each side. And a group of guards takes up the far one, and Lucas says, come to this one. A couple more guards come along with you guys. They head on board, smash down the gangplank, and head up on board this small ship. They get busy unfurling the sails. Unfurl comes the cloth, and the strong morning wind begins to pick up and push you guys out. What do? You are on this boat. I don't actually have a map for this, but
I get my crossbow ready again because I figure I'm gonna take shots before we get there, and I want to find where they're at. I am ready to shoot people. I guess you can't hear me, can you?
am I
Nick?
back?
Hey.
It didn't seem like you'd left.
No, it's just I know my internet connection's not actually unstable. I know it's not actually unstable. It's just Zoom.
Took Zoom.
Ooh. What was the last thing I said?
You asked us what we were doing as we got on the boats.
Okay, yeah. The boat begins to swiftly push out to sea fast little ships. What do you do?
I get my crossbow ready to shoot at people.
All right.
And I guess I kind of take up a position at the front of the boat to. Or actually, there's a ballista, isn't there?
One ballista on each side. Yep, kind of pivoting.
You guys want to get on the ballista and I'll shoot from the crossbow?
Nah. I'm going to do something else.
Oh, okay. I guess I will.
I get up.
You're
well,
gonna
I'm gonna
the
stay-
spider, aren't you?
I was going to get on the spider, but I think I'm just going to stay mobile so I can get on the ship easy. Time to go mobile.
Strawberries
there-
are packed with fiber.
Is there a rope on this?
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes, now we can.
Ah, good sweet lord. It's gonna happen like every minute and a half. I'm gonna throw this at the wall. Whatever. Sorry. Yes, yeah, there's rope. It seems to be a well-stocked little ship. There are bundles of rope. There are several. There's grappling hooks. They look like they're made for potential boarding. There are spears, racks there's boarding axes, pikes, and such. It's a well-stocked little patrol.
Cool. One hand I'm taking a spear, the other hand I'm taking a rope and grappling hook.
All right. Yeah, you kind of get this stuff up, get ready, and these two ships. You take Lucas kind of calls out commands between the two boats, and you take up a flanking one on each side of the fleeing pureblood ship, which just now has gotten completely about face and is basically stalling and installed in the water because it's been turning and is just sluggishly beginning to head forward, trying to make their escape.
All the momentum is just kind of like,
Yeah, just as they just desperately try to make their way out.
Nice.
So you guys rush up upon the ship. You are on the starboard side of it, and the pilot takes you up for broadside position.
I shoot at it.
Okay, yeah, make a ranged attack roll. At the ship itself, or anyone on the ship?
I guess the oars, so they can't go away. So they can't get away.
Sure. There's a bank of about 10 oars on each side.
So with a ranged attack, do I add? What do I add?
I mean, if you're attacking with your crossbow, it's your dex.
I was
and
going to use
your-
like the ballista,
Oh, the ballista. Sorry. Yeah, of course. That's.
or is it that engineering check?
I have to look up real
Oh, we
quick
added.
something.
that's usually a dex check,
I think it's a dex check. Yeah.
but it's up to the GM.
I had this written down from the last time I used it. Just a moment.
Ooh.
Yeah, it is. It's dex. Yeah, ranged weapon attack. Dex. It does 3d10 plus your dex piercing damage. Yeah, on a hit.
All right, so that's
It's a one-
16. What?
Sorry, I was just gonna say, and the one shot takes an action for a single shot. A 16, you say?
Yes.
That hits.
And you said 3d10.
3d10 plus your dex. So for you, 3d10 plus 4.
So 26.
26 damage. So you get through the oars straight at him, and you take out one central oar, and the impact of it takes two more out, one on each side of it, and just you see this sea of splinters go flying and impacting and skittering across the water as several of these oars just explode inward, and a hole envelops in the side. So you said 26.
Yes. I rolled 22 plus my dex.
Very good. All right.
Looking before I start just discriminately throwing spears.
One sec. Isn't your dex plus 4?
Me?
You leveled up.
Yes.
So wouldn't it be 27 damage?
I rolled a 22.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought you said something else. Sorry. Go back to Ian.
Before I start indiscriminately throwing spears and punching folks, I want to look at all these fools. Is there any non-humans?
Make a perception check.
15.
At a glance, you don't get a great look as it's moving, but all that you see are humans. Like the you can't see like some of the oarsmen and such, but like the lookout's human. Most of those beginning to arm themselves on the deck are human as well.
Oh yeah, that's easy then. You just for the ones that are arming themselves, easy. If it's still my turn, I want to throw, unless
Sure.
we're not in initiative yet.
You're not in initiative yet, but I'll give you one action, and then we'll go ahead.
How close to the boat am I?
You've since his action, you've moved up. You're probably less than 50 feet away from it now.
That's easy, because I think spears are. Let's find out. 5e. Oh, they are with disadvantage. 2060. Oh, it goes wide. I rolled a 3 plus my dex, which would be 6.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry. I think I froze up. I missed some of what you said.
With disadvantage, it was a 6 total.
A 6. Yeah, that's this one. You launch the spear. It arcs over the distance, but it lands at just the wrong angle and skitters at an angle across the deck. And at this point, roll initiative.
12.
12.
20, not natural.
Okay. Okay, I'll roll call it. 25 to 20.
That would have been Mirwin.
What? Sorry, I had 20.
25 to 20.
Yeah.
So, 1 second. Uh, 20 to 15.
Big fight. Big fight.
Okay. Mirror 15 to 10.
Yeah, that's both of us.
Yeah. Warth is ahead of me though.
Okay.
Warth and then Bew.
Where is? And pew. Perfect. All right, so at the top of the initiative is the other patrol boat, who is taking up matching speed on the other side of it to begin its assault, and it takes a ballista shot. 17, and it hits. You see this other ship launch its bolt.
Hey, you froze.
He froze.
Just like this.
And, well, yeah.
Oh, he's back now.
Oh, crap! Did you not hear any of that?
We heard.
Oh, okay.
Froze
So
like this.
you got most of my cool description. All right, this a few of the splitters fly up past the opposite deck, and 17 damage to the hull. Very nice. That's the other one. It's Mirwin's turn. Mirwin.
I'm gonna fire the ballista.
Oh, I
Fire.
apologize. I should have asked to use a bonus, your bonus action last time you fired to reload it, but I'll just say you did that
Okay.
since you weren't in combat at that point. So you step up to the loaded ballista just past Warth. You're like, let me show you how it's done. Crank it into place and go ahead and make your attack roll.
Doesn't she have her own ballista? Oh, it's on the wrong side?
You're currently sharing the one on the port side of your ship as you're
Yeah.
How
off
romantic.
you're off starboard of the other one. Just sharing this port side ballista.
What do I roll for the?
It's a dex attack.
That was in there. Nope. Okay, never mind. I always do that.
You can just hit Dex.
Oh, I could have done that.
Doesn't matter. It's a max.
20.
Oh, yep, that's natural or no?
That
No.
would have been a well.
It was a 19 plus.
Okay,
my dex.
plus your Dex, whatever. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Not natural. And then the 3
Nick's just froze there, judging us.
3d10s.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just walk off a cliff.
No.
Like,
You know what we
even-
should have done? We should have had you come over here and set up my computer upstairs. And
God, we really should have. Let's think of that next time.
Go into
All
three.
right.
15 damage.
15 damage. All right, thank you. So you go ahead and you pull the trigger forward, launches the bolt, and you were aiming at the hull. Is that correct?
Oh, I was aiming at the helm.
The helm. Okay, perfect. Yeah, you get a.
the audio's gone, but those gestures tell the whole story. And now the
Oh, now
gestures
he's
are gone.
frozen. This is like charades, kind of.
Unbelievable. I'm very
There's-
frustrated.
Do you
There's
wanna-
still time.
Do you
There's
want to
still
pause and then come over here and we'll set you up upstairs?
Yes, I would love to do that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. There's still
let's-
plenty of time.
Yep, I'm stopping this recording now.
I will see you in a moment.
Welcome back. I've changed locations just like that. Where were we? Oh, whose turn initiative was it? Mirwin just finished?
I just hit the helm thing.
You did indeed, and you did. Okay. You shot at the helm. How much damage did you do?
Is it 15?
Yes, I think so.
I think it was 15.
All right. It is the ship's turn. And this ship lacking ballista, all you
Yeah.
see is a line of all you see is a line of archers. About
No.
7 or what?
No.
Wait, what?
Oh no, they're shooting at us?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
I-
not having any
I thought it
problems.
was like frozen or something.
No.
Okay, good.
It's just Warith being dramatic.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, a line of guys, not really archers, but guys that have grabbed bows in the last few seconds, begin to knock arrows and 7 or 8 arrows fly at you guys. And every one of them misses.
Thank goodness.
They fly in streaks just over your heads, most of them just completely whiffing and pass off the other side of the boat to dunk into the water.
You guys suck.
Arrgh! No, you do. It's Warith's turn.
Okay. I guess I'll shoot ballista again.
Oh, I also used my second action to
Bonus.
load the ballista.
Okay, yeah, back into the crank the big crank back, and yeah, Warith. Sorry, what were you gonna do?
I'm gonna shoot him.
All right, you step up to the ballista.
I step up to the ballista, and I guess I'm gonna shoot the. Can I shoot the people trying to shoot at us?
I mean, yeah, you can. You can. If you, I'll say you can target. You can target the deck, and based on your roll, I'll kill some of them off.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
11.
You launch it, it like your bolt just like pins one guy to the deck. It doesn't do much hull damage, but you see one dude just get completely reamed to the deck by this thing.
Ah, okay, I'll take it. And I use my bonus action to reload.
All right, so you let loose this bolt, this bolt, letting the next one into place. Trying
Do I
to
need to
crank.
roll damage?
I mean, you didn't hit the hull technically.
Okay,
I'll,
but that guy's dead.
yeah, you got one of the guys. Since you're not engaging him directly in in hand-to-hand combat or close up, I'll say, and since it's a big ballista bolt, and they don't have that many hit points. Anyway, you cleanly pin him to the deck and he's gone.
I'm satisfied with that.
All right, Bew, it's your turn.
Have we moved any closer?
Yeah, you're probably within throwing distance of a rope with a grappling hook upon it.
How far are we actually?
Maybe 15 feet.
And how tall is the boat? Are we about equal?
About equal. It's, as I said, it's a brig type ship. It sits fairly low in the water, and yours are a little bit taller, fast, but small but fast ships.
He's totally gonna jump.
Yeah, I mean, I can jump 24 feet if I use a key point. So I'm going to, I'm just going to hold on to the grappling hook of the rope. I'm gonna back up 10 feet, and then I'm going to run and use Step of the Wind, which will triple my jumping distance. So by all accounts, I can just jump that.
Yeah, you can just do it. I want to make a rule.
Using a key point and my bonus action to do that. And then I'm trailing this rope behind me, leaving the coil back. And when I get over to the side, I'm going to hook it into the wood.
Right.
If that takes my action, I am completely happy with that. If
Yeah,
it doesn't,
I will say all of this in total takes your action. So you get the running start off the edge, just vault off of the gunwale and spin through the air and roll land onto the deck, and in one motion just dig your grappling hook into the gunwale of the other ship and land.
And then I'm just gonna stand there waiting for any of these fools to come after me.
Yeah, so there's
Come at
about
me, bro.
there's nearly 20 of them left on deck. None of them really in fighting shape. They weren't expecting this at all. So you're facing down a lot of guys, but they're poorly prepared. And
Which
it
is a
is
good
back
thing,
to it is back to the top initiative, which is the other ship. And they are going to launch. So you see a couple of guys readying like some small but not that small clay pots, and with like a sling, you see two spheres fly into the air. And they in midair about when they reach the sails, the fuses run out and boom, they explode right in amongst the sails, setting them ablaze. All right, that is your sister ship's turn, and so you look up as this blaze just tears through, and the flames leap between one sail to the next until both masts are beginning to become engulfed. Black smoke rises from them. Some embers fall upon the deck. As this catches the attention of some of these other crewmates, they turn their attention from you up to it, just with the shouts of "Fire! Put it out!" And it's Mjorwin's turn.
I I'm going to climb the rope across to the other ship.
All right, yeah. So you have this pretty easy. I mean, it's a nice secure rope. I won't make you roll to get over there. But it will use, let's see, 15 feet. It'll use to get all the way over and onto the deck. It'll use 20 feet of movement.
Okay. Is there anyone within hitting distance?
Yeah, there's some of them have begun to rush toward view, and right when you get there, I'd say a couple of them get like right within melee distance of you. A couple of human guys. This one with a large, bare-chested guy, lots of hair on the shoulders and chest, a big
Nice.
boarding axe. It's beginning to swing towards you, and yeah, they're two guys, and the other one with a cutlass in hand, just a crappy, like half rusted sword, rushing at you.
I'm gonna swing my axe at him.
How are you feeling in this moment?
I am feeling angry.
Yeah, you are.
No, I was going to use my bonus action to enter a rage.
You are fuming at these filth. And go ahead and make your attack rolls.
A 20.
Oh yeah. So first guy, Mr. Big Bear Chest Boarding Axe, rushing at you. Go ahead and roll damage.
12 damage for the first one.
Yep. Well,
Excuse me.
make a
And
second
then
attack.
my second attack is 23.
Oh yeah.
And 13 damage on that one.
Ooh. So Bear Chest McBoardy Axe is like going up for the upper hand strike when you just axe, and then a finishing blow, and he's to the deck with him.
To the deck with you.
To the deck with you. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. It is the ship's turn, the Pureblood ship, and I'm gonna have it's gonna be the onboard guys are gonna take attacks at you guys. So
Bring it
they'll
on.
have as a few rush at you, they're gonna have 3 attacks.
Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it
First
on.
one, the other guy that was near to you, seeing his comrade felled, he's like and takes a swing with his rusty cutlass. That's a 12.
Which one is he aiming at? Me?
You.
Okay, no.
No, yeah, this feeble attempt at a swipe with this cutlass, just you take a quick duck back and it misses your face by a good measure.
Mhm.
And the second one, this a guy with a shoddy chainmail and leathers, taking a swing with a smaller hand axe at you. This is 7.
These guys are piss poor, yeah.
Yeah, this swing with his axe just, and you easily glance it off with the shaft of that spear you've got. And the last attack is also going to be Bu. This another guy similar, long blonde hair, with another axe. He will roll out a 17.
Ooh. Hey, that misses.
Yeah, this guy gets a little closer, but you get the just as it comes in, you kind of hook and shove the axe away. That is their turn. It's Wadith.
Wow.
I guess I will shoot at the ship again.
Okay.
I'll shoot at the deck.
as you guys, as you tag team with Mirwin again on the ballista, you get as the bolt is loaded, you crank it into position, and you said deck like hull, or
Yeah,
volume,
I guess I'm kind of what?
like at the attackers on the deck.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, make that attack roll.
they're getting them from like the sides, and I'm gonna shoot at them in the middle and murder them.
Just don't hit us, please.
Okay, yeah, being careful not to hit them, I guess.
You say that before a natural one happens.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah, that's a good hit. Yeah, so you'll do some damage to the hull as well as, guys, go ahead and roll that damage for me. 3d10 plus your dex.
So that would be 18.
18 damage. So you launch this bolt, and you see it get into like this area effect, and you angle it well that it just crunches through the upper deck and creates this hole that one guy falls into, and another is just like thumped back up against the gun wall, and two of these guys just get wiped out by it.
I laugh and I pull my rapier and I hold it up in the air and and you're really feeling like a pirate now. And,
You are very piratey in the moment.
and with my bonus action, I reload the ballista.
Yes, we'll do the next bolt in. The guys on the other deck are freaking out. They're like, "You gotta row! We gotta get out of here! Somebody get that fire out!"
row your boat.
The sails are in worse condition than before. I should have made that one. It's turn. Yeah, it's fire damage all the way up. The masts are beginning to become engulfed in the flame as well, as it kind of just immolates the two masts. And it's Bu's turn.
Hey, it's me. Those
You got
dudes
two
that were
guys
hitting
that
at
are-
me,
You've got two guys that are pretty much right in melee range.
I'm gonna hit them back, and I'm gonna hit them. I'm just gonna focus on one guy, with two shaft of the Shard Keeper, staff of the Shard Keeper. First one is a 17 to hit,
That is.
which is going to be, excuse me, 10 points of damage.
Okay. You get a good thwack in with the spike part of the staff, and
Not
just
so
right across the face. What was the next
15?
one?
15 to hit.
That hits.
Really?
Just hits.
Ooh, and another 10 points of damage.
The first strike is the across the face, and the second is just the and falls back, gone.
All right, and then I'll turn to his compatriot and do flurry of blows.
His compatriot he starts to turn to run, but go ahead and make your attack. He can't get away right now.
So the first one was, oh yeah, the second one's gonna miss. The first one was a 20, and the second one would be a 11.
20 hits, the 11 misses.
So before I roll damage, can I have him make a deck save so he won't go prone?
5.
He fails, so he is prone, so I'll get advantage on the second hit, which will be, that was a natural 19, which takes it
Yeah.
up to 25.
Yeah. Big hit.
14 points of damage total overall.
So he begins to just try and turn his back to run, and you're not having it. You're like, boom, boom, and he just, you lay him out on the deck.
Topple him down. And then that's my turn. I'm just going to stand right there.
Okay. You're just standing over this beat guy. Everyone's on the deck is just starting to panic. A few of them turn to run just away. One guy on the other side jumps ship. Just straight into the freezing sea he goes. And it is the other patrol boat's turn. They are going to launch ballista.
These guys have kitten hit points.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a hit as well. Where's my D10s at? Where's my D10s at? Here we go. That's 20 piercing damage to the hull. So this other bolt just from the other side just and like hits it in just in the side, and it's taking on water at this point below the deck. A lot of the oars, it's starting to just starting to list to port. Mirwin, it's your turn.
Stop. I'm going to swing my axe at whoever is closest.
Okay, it's that that other guy. He's got a pike, and he's trying to remain tough.
Does a 12 hit?
It does not.
Then I'm gonna swing again. How about a 20?
Yeah, that one hits.
And 12 damage.
Right, so you get this axe swing in at him. You like clunk, just like thump him hard in the chest with the blunter side of it, and just takes
Chest
the wind straight out of him. And is that your turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the bad ship's turn. The purebloods. A lot of it just the deck is thrown into chaos at this point. A couple more dudes jump off the other side, and they are just pouring into the sea. The ship is listing, taking on water. The sails are in inferno, and pretty much burns to a crisp at this point. The black smoke is thick in the air. It is around you guys, and there's only a few left willing to even come close and take attacks. But the one next to you, Mirwin, is holding out just a little bit longer. And he's going to thrust his pike at you. That's a nat 20.
Hey.
So he
Rude.
will do a little bit of damage. The 23 piercing. He rolled well.
They're glass cannons.
They really are. So whatever halved.
11.
Yes, 11 piercing damage. You get a little stick through the brigandine into the shoulder, and you feel a little bit of blood begin to spill out. Not too serious though.
Ooh, you finally got a hit in.
You filth! You'll never win. And it's Worth's turn.
I'll shoot the oars.
Okay.
It is a 21.
It do.
With
Well.
lame. 11 points of damage.
Not bad. On this side, you land another. You angle the ballista toward another part of the bank of oars that you haven't hit yet, and land another one clean through it, and it sticks down in it a bit. And this is just at the point where it can start to take on a little bit of water from this side too. Very well done. And you reload.
Oh, yes, please.
Okay,
I would
so your
like-
bonus is used on reloading. View, it's your turn.
Hey. Is the one that I made fall down? Has he given up the ghost?
Not yet. He's still in the same position you left him. Like he's beginning to try to crawl away.
Um, I will give him a soft knock across his head just to kind of like knock him unconscious, so that we can have we can have him for later.
Okay, go ahead and make the roll with advantage.
24.
Ooh, big hits. Yep.
Man, I'm rolling a lot of 7s today. 10 points of damage.
All right, you get the right on the back of the head. Put him into the into the deck, and he's out like a light.
And then I'm gonna wander my way over, flourishing the staff of the Stard Keeper at the pikeman, the pikeman,
Yep.
and I'm gonna hit him for. That's probably not gonna hit a 13.
That doesn't hit.
That does
No,
not. Okay.
sorry, that doesn't.
Then I'm just gonna do one unarmed attack. Yeah, one unarmed attack instead of flurry of blows.
Yep.
14.
That one just misses.
All right, cool. That's it.
So you get over toward him,
Punch.
and with the first one, he barely like flips the end of the pike out and just glances your staff off, and like stumbles back just out of the way of your unarmed punch. And it's back up to your sister ship. It is their turn. And another ballista bolt launches out from that. Oh yeah, that's a hit. What do I do with my D10s? Straight at the hull. 19 more piercing damage to the hull. And you guys feel it on the deck, the impact of this bolt. And more, another large fissure opens up in it, and it sways a little bit more toward its port side.
Heal that critter.
All right, it's Mirwin. You look around, you've only got Pike Guy left.
Good, I'm
No
gonna
one
hit
is
him
actively
again.
engaging.
I'm gonna hit him because I'm mad he stabbed me.
Cause
Does
I'm mad.
A 21 hit.
It do.
Hey, Ian,
14
Yo.
damage.
14.
according to
Yeah.
Reddit, if you turn off the hardware acceleration for Zoom,
Mm.
at least for these people, it fixed the green issues. But it might not let you change that during.
Interesting. 14, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just axe blade straight like through the throat, and he's back down on the deck. Everyone else, it's completely in disarray. Just whoever's left on the deck, just running wildly from this place to that. Some grabbing planks and just tossing themselves overboard. Some just falling into these holes open up in the deck and out into the sea. It's utter chaos. And that brings us to it's their turn. Nobody around you really. They have nothing to do. Really, they've got no weapons. Their action is spent hurting itself in its confusion. Basically, so it's Worth.
Well, sensing an opportunity to loot a ship, Worth is going to climb aboard the ship now.
Okay. Yeah. it's begun to stray a little further. You're about 25 feet off now as it lists to its port side, but the rope is still there, taut, all the way taut. And you can still get over there without you'll use that much movement. But so you get over there with 25 feet of movement, just like tiptoeing, tight roping across,
Very nice.
and on you land to the deck.
Is there anybody near me?
I mean, there's one guy that's like scrambling up, trying like holding on to the one of the posts of the gunwale. Just,
Worth yells, "I am your doom!"
ah!
Oh, I guess I could use
Your
that.
doom!
The thaumaturgy blurdy,
Are you gonna use thaumaturgy on him?
and when I do that, I am your doom, and shoot like lightning from my fingertips. And
You. He's like, aha!
Emperor Palpatine.
And he has the frightened condition. Because sure. That's very good.
Power of the dark side.
Dark side. Back to you.
Worth would totally be in the dark side. Anyway,
Edge'll do that to you.
guess there's nothing much for me to do right now.
There's a hatch or a stairwell to go down to the lower decks where the rowers are, yeah?
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
much of
going
it's broken. The railing around it is collapsed in, and there's embers falling down all around your feet now. But yeah, there's a staircase down in there.
I will go to the staircase and descend, and I will say intimidatingly, "You are under arrest, yeah? You will either come easily or I'll knock you in the head." And
you can't intimidate this creature.
oh yeah, that's right. You think of us as subhuman. And I'm gonna look for someone who's trying to throw hands, and I'm gonna throw hands at him first.
There's a few still down here. The rowers, the oarsmen look to be some of the tougher of the crew, and a lot of them, despite the situation, are still surviving. Some of them trying to desperately bail out water, but a few gathered up on this other side. A couple of them have weapons. One, which turns to see you, has a fairly sturdy looking longsword still. And he's like, burly, beefy guy with the rose tattoos on the arms.
You will come peacefully, won't you? I say directly to him.
You can't take us alive.
We have already.
And this will be our glorious end.
Okay. Well, I'm going to throw hands at you now, and I'm going to roll my attacks at that one fool that seems to be the ringleader and mouthpiece. 16.
Hit.
And for my second hit, 17.
Also hit.
Dealing 7 plus 6, 13 points of damage total.
Okay.
And then a flurry of blows against him as well. Ooh. Oh, I rolled 2s both times.
Ooh, yeah, those ones don't hit. But you get the first bang up with the staff. One of them knocking his sword blade back, and just a cut opens up on his face from his own longsword, and the other just cracking some ribs. And he's oh, mongrel. Back to the other patrol boat,
Not entirely wrong.
and that boat is gonna launch ballista.
I am a great bastard.
That's a hit.
Your dog's dumb.
Your dog sounds.
Okay. And you can see this view. Another bolt just there's basically an explosion just a little bit down from you, just this as another bolt caves in this side, and just that whole side is now beginning to just open up, this big gaping just lack of wood. Water now that's pouring in. A couple of grabs a couple more oarsmen and just washes them out to sea.
Fine by me.
There's Mjorn.
I don't know.
So you're on the deck. Most of the others have evacuated at this point or have been killed or fallen off the boat. There's still one person just clinging on the helm, the wheel.
I was about to ask.
Useless
Is,
as the
so
sails have been destroyed, and the oars are not functioning right now because of the oarsmen. But that's what you see.
is the ship still moving forward?
It's pretty much stalled at this point.
You
Moving
come throw
forward.
hands with me downstairs.
Yeah, I'll go downstairs, see if there's anybody. If you need
Yeah.
help.
It takes about, from where you are, about 25-ish feet to get downstairs. You see View engaged in combat with this other guy. And there's like just a couple, like 3 more oarsmen lined up behind him, but they're not really in the same space as far as what they're doing. One of them still is trying to desperately, vainly trying in vain to evacuate water from the ship. But that's what you see. There's another guy about 10 feet behind View, and his combatant is the next oarsman.
I am going to go hit the guy the View is fighting with.
Okay,
Does a 17 hit?
it does.
Kill that creator.
9 damage.
That's his last hit points. Yeah. So Mirwin like barrels by you, axe just into this guy, with a like a Sparta kick, just off into the water, washed out to sea. His longsword clattering into the floor and then just washing into the water.
Thank you, Merwin.
You're welcome. How close was the other guy?
About 10 more feet past.
I just so happen to have 10 more feet of movement.
You do indeed.
So I'm going to run towards him and swing my axe, and I rolled a 19 to hit.
Oh, yep, that's it.
I have a small one. I hit the wrong button. And 10 damage.
So you bowling ball clean your way through the first guy and just then axe just raised straight toward this next dude who's just got like a half broken pike, and you just slash through the scant leather armor he's wearing. And that's yours. It's their turn now. The guy that you hit is going to take just a stab back at you, Mirwin. And that's a 19.
Yes.
That's okay. Dealing 10 piercing, so 5 piercing damage. As he just gets a little scratch, just scratch on your arm. And that's about all I got.
You're gonna pay back. You're gonna pay for that.
All that for a drop of blood.
You will never defeat us all. We are many.
Too bad you'll not live to see it, yeah?
And it's worth.
Ah, I guess I will go. I was hoping the ship would still be moving. I could like steer it back or to shore. But
You could go work the oars with your little arms.
no.
That's so heavy.
I didn't bring any shackles. Like I could shackle these people and toss them overboard.
So that they drowned? What are you doing?
No, the ships would pick them up.
I'm gonna tie your arms and legs and then throw you into the water.
Nah, just their arms. Handcuffs. But I guess I'm gonna go look for someone to stab then.
You see the person at the helm still is there.
Ooh.
And at this point, you notice that Lucas Fleming himself has made his way onto the deck of this ship, mace in hand, and is beginning to survey his spoils, his victory.
Yeah, I yell over to him. Do you have a way to tow this ship back, or we're just gonna sink it?
Check it out. He points behind him. You look back, and there's a larger vessel. It looks to be a shipyard vessel, which has a ability to tug another ship back, and it's a larger vessel and it's on its way. He says, "We'll hook it up to that. They're beaten. We'll drag this thing back. Use its scrap."
I
Well
like
done
it.
on the deck here. Hey, there's one more up there. Hey, you! Are you going to surrender? And the person at the helm is like, "I surrender!
Aw,
I
darn.
surrender!"
Okay, I want to go up to him and like question him.
Yeah. Basically, we're out of initiative at this point. The ship is beaten. There's only a few scant hit points left on the hull. It's sinking. The other tow ship is on its way. You head up there and you see a short human man, dark hair, bags under his eyes, kind of pudgy dough face, and he's like knelt down now. All right. We will. Well, you can ask me. Just take me in. Just don't throw me overboard.
That's disappointing. Where did you guys come from? Where did they recruit you guys from?
We're from Hammercrest.
Do I believe him?
Make an insight check.
$19.
Yeah, he's lying.
I draw my rapier and it put it to like the base of his throat. You're not a very good liar.
Stop.
Well, I quit.
Okay, we made our way up here from Renvar, from the Father City.
Okay, then.
We
Do I believe that?
Insight check.
From the Fatter City.
Natural 20.
Yeah, he's telling the truth.
Awesome.
And you know the history of Renvar, which was where the city where the Purebloods started several decades ago, where they rose up and eventually were defeated. Their poison in their ideals and cells scattered out from there.
Interesting.
We are from the Father City. We've come to finish what Edgerton started.
Guess it's still gonna take some time for that, I guess.
You may win today.
Yep.
There are many more out there that will come after us.
Well, You can let them know that I'm here anytime. Be glad to kill them as well.
I'll say no more to you.
Yeah, you don't seem like you have much useful anyway, so just as well. Goodbye. And I leave him to Lucas.
He just remains on his knees, just next to the wheel, just defiant but terrified look upon his face.
I want to go down below deck, I guess, and see what's going on down there.
Bew has been tying up dudes down there and
Yeah.
kind of just leaving them in the pile. And then one by one, after I'm done tying up all the dudes with their arms behind their back, bringing them up and like onto the deck. Doesn't matter if they're alive or dead or unconscious or awake. It's just, that's been my goal, is if they struggle, knock them unconscious.
So you see down there bound oarsmen in various states of existence. And Bew is in his process of doing all that stuff. Bonking them and bringing them up, laying them on the deck.
Waref, you want in on some of this?
Yeah, very impressive view.
Oh yeah, well, you know, these are real pushover men.
Yeah. You should have heard the guy upstairs squealing.
Yeah, I think I did. I think I heard it. It was something like, It was easy to hear.
Yeah,
Really?
that was the gist of it.
Real whingy. And I kind of like kick one of the dudes.
No!
Real whingy, these ones.
Yeah, they're all tough and scary until, they actually fight.
They continue to whinge a bit.
I'll continue with my thing of throwing men up top.
I'll
So
assist.
you get a good
Yeah,
pile
me
up
too.
there, and you see that the other attack patrol boat has broken off and headed back, and the larger boat now has begun to hook up this boat and start its process of towing it back to the shipyard.
I want to go to the captain's quarters or the equivalent of it and loot it.
Sure. You head into that room. Is a bit tossed about, but not nothing really damaged too much in it. It was isolated from the combat. And go ahead and make an investigation check as you're looking around there.
I also would like to look for any, information. 17.
So with that, you root around a little bit. The chamber is not that big. It's not a very big ship. There is a bed with a straw pallet covered with a shabby blanket. There's a little desk. It's kind of shifted along, and whatever's on it is fallen off. There's an inkwell that's spilled out across the floor now. It's quills and such scattered about. You see, you find 15 gold pieces just laying around. One of them's covered in ink. There's some parchment just all about, and you find in one of the drawers there's a small pot of
Nice.
you smell it and it smells like tobacco, some sort of fine tobacco. There's another sealed inkwell in there, a couple of quills, there's writing instruments and such. You find a document. It appears to be just the contract for the dock workers, like what the captain would submit to the harbor master once they arrived. And you look at it. Make an investigation check for the document itself.
$21.
It looks pretty legit, like it's a well done, but you can tell it's a forgery. So it looks legitimate and it would probably pass a dock inspection, but it's falsified information. the manifest on it. Likely, most of the names are false. It's, but yeah, as I said, one name.
Okay. Any information like I guess the port of origin or whatever?
The port of origin listed actually is Hammercrest. So they did come by way of Hammercrest.
Okay.
But it's such a large city that tracking down, where the specific ship came from might be difficult.
Okay. Well, I'll take that back up and give it to Lucas.
Thanks, very very good.
Yes, I'm pretty certain that's a forgery, but
Yeah, probably. I'll take it back to Hala. So it apparently one of these already fooled her because she let in the previous group. So I would have to we'll have to have a talk about the security measures at the wharf.
yes.
But thank you for finding this. And very good work up here. Good work, all of you. Sees you with a body view. You're laying them out for us.
Make it easy, yeah?
Yeah, very good. The survivors will go into my brig. Looking
Sounds
forward
good.
to
How
it.
about the ones that jumped ship? Did we see where they went, yeah?
We are looking for them. A lot of them probably won't last long in this water.
No, I don't think so.
But my men will bring these boats, the other boats around. We'll pick up a few of them. Take them back to my brig as well.
All right.
My brig.
Mind
Yeah.
Greek. Yeah. Well, all in a day's work. I was really expecting them to have a little bit more muscle than what they did.
They're very unprepared.
Yeah.
What do you
Not a
expect
lot
from these
of
kind of people?
foresight there.
Yeah.
I guess they thought since their previous crew got in unharmed that they would be just fine. They weren't expecting you guys, were they?
No, they were foolish. But that just means the next time they come, they will bring bigger muscles, yeah.
And next time they come, we will be more ready. And quite probably they won't mess with Beruvik again.
No, they won't Berovik.
We're gonna have a reputation now.
No.
Fiercest warriors in all of Caswin.
Feels good to have my town back.
Yeah.
Safer
I can imagine
streets,
so.
So what do we do now?
Stand here with our fists on our hips and point ourselves towards the ducks and look
I'm going
real
back to the
cool
ship,
for all the
and
people.
You all should probably come back as well, unless you want to stay here while it gets towed. But my ship will pick up a few more of these stragglers in the water, the surviving ones, and then we head back.
Yeah, I will stand over these and make sure none of them crawl their way overboard and drown themselves.
Yeah, very good. And he turns off, head back to the other ship that she came from.
Follow him.
Is that grappling hook still like in the wood where I left it?
Yep.
I'm gonna retrieve that.
Yeah. Do you guys all head back to the other ship?
I do anyway.
Okay. So I assume you're taking the bodies with you.
Oh, I was just gonna keep them on the towed ship
Okay. So
The
yeah, you
guard's
got them
problem now.
line there.
Yeah.
and make sure none of them like roll their way off.
You've got them in a pretty secure position. All right, so you guys head back across to the ship you came from. You retrieve your grappling hook, and you are on there. The tow ship, within a few minutes, gets the pureblood ship turned around and heads steadily back towards the deck. And your vessel, directed by Lucas, you head through the water, and at several points stop and pull up a survivor by a rope, who is then swiftly arrested. And you get about 7 or 8 guys total that survived, all tied up now. And back to the shipyard you go.
Yeah. Sounds good.
You
Triumphant.
arrive shortly. You arrive back at the shipyard shortly after the other ship maneuvers the pureblood ship into the port, and unloading begins of prisoners by the guard force that's still on the dock. And they begin to transport them. They have a large paddy wagon style thing there to just start shoving them in the back. Several horse-drawn prisoner wagon, slam shut the barred door on the back, and off goes the first cart to the brig. Second cart arrives as well as you guys get up there.
I wave pitifully at them.
You see sullen looks out at you. One spit as they drive off defeated.
Pause it.
You need to do the thing.
Yeah.
Can we take a break?
Yes.
God, this meat pie is so good. Mm. Meat and pie is just such a good combination. Now I have to make one. Oh,
Not for puppies. Go away.
She's like, but it could be for puppies.
I mean, the crust is because I don't like crust.
Because you're a child, James.
Yeah.
Will you cut the crust off my poop sandwich?
Whatever. Okay, we're ready.
all right. So there you find yourselves. By the time the battle is over, it's past noon, about 12:30 in the afternoon. You are upon the docks, just having watched both of the wagons get loaded up with prisoners and hauled off to the brig. What do you do?
Well, job well done.
Yep.
Yep.
You guys want to go eat and then revel? I don't know.
Yeah, there's also the things on the boards that we can do if you want to be proactive with our time, or if you want to just kind of say that we've done our good thing, our good action for the day, and call it there. Fine with that too.
Yeah, we can be proactive tomorrow.
Isn't there a ship supposed to be ready tomorrow? Or is it the day after?
I believe it was the day after.
Tomorrow then.
It's coming up, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, you can see it from where you are. The Larkspur looks so much nicer. The hull is in so much better repair. It's even got some new some new varnishing on it, and it looks sturdier, tougher,
Meaner.
a bit more reinforced. The sails are of a slightly different cloth than they were before. Better weave.
Ready to take on a flying monster. Who rides Orion?
Arriving.
Raven.
Whatever.
Rides
words.
arriving.
My cup has Klingon writing on
Yeah, yeah, it does.
it.
That's cool.
Bet you've never seen one of those.
Star Trek stuff in James' house? No.
Mostly I say that because Ian got it for me.
Oh, did he?
Remember gift exchange? A long
Oh, yeah.
time ago?
That was a long time ago.
It was a long
We
time
should
ago.
do it again.
I want to do it again.
That was great. All right. So there you are. Where do you go? What do you do?
Oh well, all good in this neighborhood. Let's go back to the stumbling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some reveling to do.
back to the Stumble Inn you go. The ground floor is packed with patrons at this time. Most of the crew is down there, including Brecken and Vissa. Brecken's all got, looks like Vissa's dragged him down. He still looks pretty scruffy, unshaven. And he actually doesn't have any books with him right now.
Bracken,
jump
good to
up.
see you.
Oh, hi guys. How did things go down out there?
We won.
You won. Did you drive him out of town?
Yeah, we didn't even come anywhere close to dying.
Oh, that's great. That's unusual.
Yeah, I'm the only one that took any damage.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got a little bit of a poke there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think you'll be fine.
I think we're going to pour some ale into the wounds and see if they don't heal.
I leap up onto the table and I yell, "The purebloods have been driven out of town. The Larkspur is repaired. The next round is on Wareth."
The tavern erupts in joyous shouts. Here from the crew, glasses and tankards are raised. Shouts are uttered.
Are you going to use the purebloods money to buy
Absolutely.
for all these people?
Drinks
And
on
from-
the purebloods. To the Larkspur.
Ah! From behind the bar, Linus, the orc, says, "Yeah, round off everybody. I will go in there. Let's get these people some ale." And all the servers begin to bring out great grand trays full of ale to all patrons of the bar, of the tavern, and you all are well and truly served with the finest that the Stumble Inn has to offer, all on the pureblood's dime. And it'll cost you about 10 gold for everyone's drinks for the whole night.
I still made a profit then.
That's right. So there you are, reveling. The whole crew's down there. Evening begins to fall. The music fills the air.
Bu is sipping his drink and he has pulled back out the rune stick and is starting to carve the charcoal away.
Yeah,
Putting
getting
runes to it.
a bit more progress on it.
Wareth is normally reserved in his drinking. He likes to keep control of his faculties. But tonight, he is getting wasted.
All right, Wareth is in celebration of you driving out your sworn enemies. You get completely plastered, downing tankards and shots of who knows what as other bottles are brought out of brews and distilled spirits from all around.
Mirwin drinks a lot, but it's very difficult for her to get wasted.
You're a very high constitution.
So I drink. I'm keeping up with Wareth in what I drink, but I'm doing so much better than him. I'm
Yeah.
lightweight.
Give me a con roll with advantage, just a straight con roll. Just because I'm curious, basically.
Her or me?
What would
Both
that
of
be?
you.
Straight
No
to
advantage.
con.
No advantage for you, Worth.
This one?
You said you're going towards intoxication. This is what you get.
Yeah, that's fine. $11.
Haha, 13.
Worth, yeah, you do a little bit worse than her. You're just like you're a little bit, just slightly get the spins a little bit. And Mira, when you're feeling it, and getting a bit jolly, but it's not really affecting your faculties too much.
My mind is as keen as ever.
I knew a
Uh,
fellow named Keen.
Yeah,
His
He's-
beard was almost as big as yours.
I don't have a beard.
That
That is just a stereotype, a rumor, says Scarlet as she sits down to join you all. It's a bit
Yeah,
racist.
but it's a funny one. Didn't say it wasn't mean.
Worth.
You've all done very well. I'm quite proud of you all. So I'm curious about your everything you've been up to so far. We haven't had too much time to catch up. So what's it all been like? You've been all over the place.
Yeah, it's been busy. It's been a lot of work. It's been harrowing at times. And,
There's been death, there's been gold and riches, jewels and
there has been.
monsters and riches.
Okay, what's the scariest fight you've been in so far?
um,
Well, Mirren got swallowed by a toad.
yeah.
No, did you really?
Yeah,
Whole?
yeah.
How
Well,
big was the
obviously
toad?
whole.
Just hop. Wow. And you got out.
I survived.
I see.
You almost turned into a plant.
Yeah, that was a close death for me.
How?
We were down in a place that we had to go to, but we probably shouldn't have been in. And there were some weird plants that we have never seen before, and one, I guess, laid its eggs inside of me. It laid seeds deep within me after biting me, and they grew.
He did it.
Plant got you pregnant.
Yeah. I mean, look at and I'll like show some of the like pockmark scars.
Oh, I'm sorry for joking about it. That is rather.
That's the only
That's
way he's
rather
gonna get
painful.
lucky with a plant.
Each of these,
I was trying to kill him.
yeah. Well, I've been with worse women. Yeah. Anyways, each of these were an individual vine growing out from my skin.
That's horrific. That
It
does
wasn't too bad.
sound scary. Okay, what about you, Wareth? Well, the scariest thing, scariest fight. What's happened?
He was just kidnapped like 2 days ago.
There is that, I
was
suppose.
hard.
Last night's fight was pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
The automaton that knocked both of you out in the
Yeah, that was kinda
old
bad.
monastery.
Yeah, that was the first one that came to my mind, I think.
I think you told me a bit about that one. That was right before I showed up.
Because Vissa was with us, and so she probably told you all about it.
She did mention a few things about it to me. A large construct of some sort. Wow.
There were
That one was tough.
the wyverns that tried to eat us.
You have had wyverns up there too?
Yeah, but they were nothing. They were nothing at all.
I feel you've all been on more adventure in the past 6 months than I've been in many years.
You know,
Well,
when
you should
do
join
this
us.
stuff.
Well, actually, I'm headed off to the front probably tomorrow. I need to rendezvous with Kaskin and then we're to head off west.
I'm sure we'll come across you again.
Have fun
our
going west.
adventures.
I don't know what would happen if we lost the other isle, and I haven't received word in more than a week about anything that's happening. So I'm a bit anxious to get out there and see what the situation is.
Is Wolfguard going to attack
Wolfguard has
Ozakov?
stayed. Wolfguard has only marshaled forces to their own forts and castles, and Eretha has begun to station fleets, but no outright aggressive action, only defensive.
Well, they have to realize it's only a matter of time. If Kazwin falls, it's going to be a lot harder to defend against Ozakov, and they will eventually attack Wolf.
I'm sure they know that, and I think I'm sure they've got diplomats at work right now attempting to gain a bit more support from Wolfguard and possibly Eretha, but I'm unsure as to how it's going so far or what the exact political situation is. But I do hope to find out more about that as well. Other kings can be difficult about things like this, you know.
Yes, I
Sure.
do.
If it doesn't directly impact their realm at this exact moment. But who knows what will end up happening.
Short-sighted ignorance.
Unfortunately, yes, that's true.
That is the way that it be.
Where were you
sometimes.
all? Where will you all head next?
We have been trying to figure that out, I think. We have a lot of good information, but Brecken here has been putting his nose to the grindstone, and I think he has a good idea. There are some other monasteries that we can try, but
But first, I think we're going to that place Graziella found to get rid of the wyvern egg.
oh yeah,
I don't remember the name of that place.
that's going to be important to do.
I'll have to check my notes. And there was also
Irwin remembers,
yeah,
and she tells them.
and she also remembers Sinvelir, where Valthus lives at the top of the mountain, the alleged
yeah.
Fey steel smith.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy.
Is that on this continent? Will we not even need the ship? No, he's on an island, yeah.
I don't know.
Sinvelir was was continental Kazwin, southeast of here, a ways in the mountains. There's a particular mountain, Mount Jardenfell, and at the top, there's a small village of Sinvelir at the bottom, and at the top
Oh.
lives this man with this mysterious figure with his forge, which the blacksmith told you his name was Valthus.
Yeah, so we could almost go off and do that tomorrow.
That would take a long time to get there, wouldn't it?
Yeah? Do you want to go? We've got to make time sometime.
This is probably the closest we're gonna get to there.
I just hate to make everyone wait again after they had to wait. Yeah.
Talk to Graziella, I suppose.
Yeah, we're either going and making people wait, or we are not going and not making people wait. It's up to you.
Well, right now, my decision is more ale.
I will drink to that as well. More ale. I'm slugging back water here too. Drink of champions.
Ale.
Better for you anyway.
All right. So after a while, the music dies down. The patrons begin to disperse. Most of the crew heading to their respective bedchambers as well. And that's where you are. Scarlet, at this point, bids you all farewell. Do see me off in the morning.
Yeah.
Of course.
I think I will be leaving straight away. Need to see Kaskin, need to see what happens. Need to check up on what's happening in the West.
Yeah, we will. You have a good night's sleep.
I will. Good night, you all.
Bye.
Departs.
I would like to approach Worth.
Yep, you head over to Worth.
Yeah, Worth. Well, you did good today, and thank you for the ale. And as recompense for all that, have this thing. I'm gonna hand him the finished rune stick.
Yeah, did you describe it if you would? The finished product.
It's a smooth stick. It's about 2 inches by 7 or 8, and in it, it's been whittled down, but it's still a little rough in places. You can see the knife marks. It looks not quite as finished, quote unquote. And then these runes, there is 7 or 8 of these runes that are a little foreign looking, each of them different, and they're carved into it, each just like an eighth to not a 16th, an eighth of an inch into it, and they're little hack slash, and then there is charcoal dust that has been kind of worked into the cracks again. It's not all the way done. I mean, it is done. I'm not going to work on it anymore. But usually they take a little bit more time in all of these like corners, but anyway, are rounded out. But anyways, this is for you. I think this is yours. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Worth looks at him suspiciously. That was nice of you.
Yeah. Well, I think it was you that brought up the thing with the rune sticks, or you showed interest in it or something. I forget why I was making it for you, but I made it for you specifically.
Does it say Worth is an arse?
It does not say that, no. It does not say on it, no. But if
Be appropriate.
if you were to meditate on the runes, maybe it will come to you what it says. Well, good night.
Good night. I'll tuck it into my whatever these weird clothes I wear are.
All right. Do you guys call it a night?
Yeah, I'll stumble upstairs.
Yeah, you head upstairs to the room. The others are asleep. Worth, you stagger up the steps into the room, pass out on the nearest flat surface. Mirwin, you still pretty level-headed. You're warm and a bit buzzed, but you have your sound mind. And you all sleep and awake on the 10th of Vanar.
It's not Vanar, it's Icemorn.
Icemorn, that's right. Vanar is the last month of the year.
Mirwin, don't tell God what month it is.
No, please do.
I was telling you guys what month it was because you drank so much last night you didn't know what day it was.
I just want everyone to appreciate for a second that Carrie is playing a high int barbarian. That's so rare. Nobody ever does that. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
It's wonderful. It's a rare thing. I saw a meme about it the other day, like the big brain meme. It was like playing high int barbarian. So good. So good. I love it. I'm proud of you. All right. You all awake around the same time. The sun is out today. It filters through the window in shafts and falls upon a sleeping Brecken. Bright. Oh, God, I'm trashed. How are you all faring today?
Where's my gold? You stole my gold. Did you take my gold? Where's my gold?
Worth, you are a bit hungover.
Oh, please don't talk so loud, Worth.
Mirwin, you're all
But
good.
I'm Worth.
Mirwin, you're like that episode of Parks and Rec where Ron drank like 11 whiskeys and then brings in like burgers in the morning. He's like, "Hello, everybody. Lovely morning."
I will have been up early, gone to the bakery, and brought back meat pies for everyone.
You guys noticed that Mirwin's got this box of meat pies already there, and you're it takes you a second. You're like, wait, what's that smell? Oh, she's got meat pies, and you realize she's already been up and gone out.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with you?
I'm hungry.
Morning, Mirwin. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mm.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, thanks.
Normal. I don't.
You are not normal.
Yeah, but I think it's more normal to be groggy after drinking that much than to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and got up early and got food. And are you some sort of like fey spirit? Are you the pilgrim?
Ooh, maybe I am.
I think I'm with you. My hink level meter's going off with you.
Brecken covers his face with a book and goes back to sleep.
See, yeah, that's normal.
Mhm.
And Vissa's like, "Can I have one of them?
Boris?
Smells really good. Thank you." So
Okay.
you're all pretty hungover today.
No, I'm all right. I did not drink to the fullest last night.
I
I didn't
checked
either.
to see if my gold is all there and
That's good.
my jewels and things.
Yeah, it's there.
Then I'm at peace.
This is like, I don't think anyone knows this, but when you were all off on the Isle of Giants and I thought you were all dead, I got a little bit wasted a couple times.
Yeah.
You did.
I think we knew that, yeah.
I
Congratulations.
didn't know that.
I think we had figured it out via context clues and talking with the crew. Yeah.
She looks a bit embarrassed. I don't think I'm going to do that much. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was real bad.
It is a dark path that you were almost going down, and we're glad that you're not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm glad you came back.
Otherwise, you know, like me.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll all end up like you when we worry too much, Worth, having one bad bender and then waking up hungover.
Yep.
End
What
up
are you all
just like you.
What are you all doing today? It should be only like a day more until the larkspur is ready to go.
Yeah, I have more rune sticks to work on, I think. But other than that, that is a side project. Don't know what we're doing really.
So Graziella leave earlier, probably talking to the harbour master, finalising things.
Yeah, we'll go talk to her. I think that was on the docket, the agenda.
I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll head about town.
Yeah,
See what I can see.
Go with someone. Yeah, take someone with you. We have almost for sure gotten rid of all the purebloods, but who knows? Some may have slipped through the cracks. There was a lot.
Could be one left, and he's coming here to stab you.
Well, I got daggers now.
Yes, you do. I was
I'm gonna
about to.
I'm gonna bring my daggers, and maybe I'll see if Drasana wants to go about town.
There you go. There's the answer that I wanted to hear. Because you can have daggers and you can have armament, and Worth, because Worth had daggers and armament and all that, and an armor, but then he just kind of like into the shadows, and we had to go rescue him. So take someone with you, yeah.
Okay.
As I recall, I got out of that cell on my own.
Let me go
Mm.
find her.
I don't know what you did to get out of that cell, Worth, but I'm fairly certain you did not have you did not do it alone.
When you came outside, you were being held at knife point.
And then I wasn't because I got out of that. And
Vissa
killed him
leaves.
with his own
Vissa heads out of the room. Straps her daggers on first.
playing the long game.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Worth. Just not too sure.
Worth says to go downstairs that he has things to do.
Entering the common room level of the tavern, you see Scarlet there, packing up her things. Great sword
Scarlet,
sheathed, everything
No,
ready.
we were supposed to go say goodbye to Scarlet.
Oh, Warith, where's everyone else? I'm about to leave.
Coming down the stairs too. A second later.
No.
Yeah.
So you all see Scarlet down there. She says, "Come on outside with me."
Yeah. Yeah. What are you looking for?
You head out into the morning, the cool sunny morning. And out there already saddled up and tied to a post is Scarlet's horse, a large, light gray destrier kind of warhorse. This is me. Throws her pack up there, fastens a few things on saddlebags, straps her great sword to the side of the horse as well. So you all, please be safe. Don't get killed if you can help it. And I'm off to the front. I'll send you a letter.
Well, maybe you should not get killed, Miss. I'm going to the front.
I'm meeting up with a very good cleric later. He'll keep me all good healed.
Yeah, it sounds like you're in good hands. All the same, things can happen, so watch after yourself, yeah?
Of course. I'll send you a letter, especially if things go south. We'll see.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We don't really have like a static PO box, so it'll be tough, but we'll get your letter all the same.
Very good. Gives all of you hugs individually.
Awkward sibling hug. Awkward sibling hug.
Worth is
Pat,
clearly
pat.
enjoying it. No.
Warith, don't be bonk. Don't make me bonk you. Be safe. And she mounts up on the horse.
I say
And-
under my breath, joke's on you. I'm into that now.
Being bonked.
That's all I could think of.
Unties her horse, mounts up, and trots off.
You had one shot, Wareth. You could say just then, I love you, or please be safe, and then do like a winky face. But all you did was stood there and let.
This was his second shot because the first time was when we left Marlington and you told him, hey, go tell her you love her. And he didn't. Now he's done it again.
She's quite a fantastic woman, but she's got her own things to do, and
You did it again. You didn't confess to the woman that you love your feelings.
then I'd be tied down to one woman, and I couldn't have my army of prostitutes to keep me safe. I don't know.
They don't like really do like they don't have fighting capabilities, I don't think.
Well, mine will be the first.
Me and Beau are both trying to figure this out. Or just staring off like, what?
What
Anyway,
do you even mean, Wareth, by that? Like, it doesn't make a lick of sense.
just don't have enough vision.
My vision extends greatly to you could have said something and tried something with Scarlet, clearly the baddest of all of us, and would be able to protect you and keep you safe. Or you could have the weird thing that you just said that doesn't even make a lick of sense.
Meh.
You know, maybe it does make sense, and I am very much missing something, but I doubt it.
I gotta go ask somebody where that weird guy on the mountain lives.
Yeah, have fun with that.
They give you the location.
How far away is it? How long will it take to get there?
I believe he said a couple, 3 days southeast of Berevik, right where the mountains start. There's one of the first tall mountains is where Valthus lives.
I would like to go talk to Brecken and figure out if he's decided where our next stop would be. And if he hasn't, then we'll have time to go do that.
So you head back up to your room. Brecken is still asleep with the book on his face.
Hey, you, Elf Lord. I kind of kick his chair.
Yeah.
Oh, learned one of the weird books. What do we do now?
What do you mean?
Where do we go to find the next shard? You figured it out yet?
Listen, you're talking a little bit loud for me.
And a pickle.
That's what I was thinking.
And you're being a little bit pushy.
Well,
But I am not without my kind graces. So I will tell you.
He turned Scottish.
I will tell
Yeah.
you that that in the books I've looked at, I have learned lots of things about planets and moons and this moon. I think you know what I think? I think that the Aesir are from the five fingers. They come from a different planet. I
okay,
think
Mr.
that
Wizard.
the five finger, the stars. I think he's like misremembering names of constellations because it's not actually called the five fingers. and he's like just halfway spouting his strange theories. He's like, they come from there. And Enereth, you remember? And he roots around for this book and picks up that one journal that had the drawings of the other moons and such in it that you found at the monastery. And he turns it. This is look, the Riven Moon, and it's the one called Enereth, which has this that crack on it. I think that the Aesir broke it. They broke the moon when they were doing their things. See, they're from the planet, and then
Okay,
did all the
Mr.
things.
Wizard. Why
And
don't
they
we go
made-
downstairs and get
and
you
they-
some coffee?
and they invented phase steel, and with the phase steel, it got held out of control, and they broke the moon with it.
Okay,
That's
then.
what I am pretty sure happened from. And what if there still is in there?
Well, then, can you make some sort of some sort of ship that can fly? Oh, good God, that can fly, and
Can
we
you-
can go there.
Can you ask Mr. Pilgrim next time you see him? Where's from? Ask him.
He can't even
Say-
remember how old he is. Let
Mr.
alone where he's
Pilgrim.
from.
Where are you from? Are you from another planet? Did you break the moon?
Well, he did say
Did you
something
break
about
it?
being on a plane.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Hmm.
Oh, what did you ask me?
What do we do now?
Oh, well, as I don't think that going to the other planets is exactly very feasible. I'd say that we should. Oh, yes. So remember how it said only the sea sages know
Sure, why not?
Mm-hmm.
for another shared location in the thing? Well, the
The
sea.
king.
I think the sea that it refers to is the Emerald Sea in the west. You know the one.
You know the ones I mean.
Just pretend I don't.
It's the sea in the west,
Okay.
off the west coast of Wolfgar, of the main continent. I think it has something to do with that sea. That's all I got. So
Okay.
it's a region of the world.
And is that where we're gonna find the weird, funky island that no one thinks exists?
Well, I don't know. Oh, you mean the one with the world tree? It could be, but maybe the world tree's like in the middle of it.
Maybe.
But I don't know. There's more talk about the world tree, but I haven't got the sense of all of it yet.
So right now, what you have is sail off into the Western Sea and see what we find.
Yeah, you got it.
I don't know
We
if
could
done
we
this.
could look for a city on out there. There's some large cities and a few cities in like the western rim of the Isles.
Maybe we
There's-
can find a sailing ship that can take us to the Broken Moon.
That's not a thing.
Sail among the stars like some sort of demon wyvern. I don't know.
Now who's talking crazy? It's you, that too. But anyway, that's the region. And well, so you go there, find out who the sea sages are, and you're in business.
Or we're supposed to go to the Triumvirate as well.
Mhm.
Well, that was on our list. The Triumvirate, the Isle of Giants. Much because the Triumvirate is a metropolitis of culture and expertise in all sorts of old things. So that might be a place to start to go and find out things there.
It is at the very least a bit more specific than out there in the sea.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Wizard. I'm gonna go talk to Graziella now.
Oh, we could go somewhere. We could go somewhere where there's like more information on the Western Sea, and then in the books we could look for like mentions of the sea sages. I don't know.
And where would we find this place with more information?
You find the place with more information. We'll go to Hammercrest. I don't know. Oh, there's a good library. There's a good library, and is it Dunspear has a very good library, really good library. That's down in SR, western coast of SR. Dunspear. I've heard it's beautiful too. I've never been there.
Isn't there a big desert there?
SR is largely plains, some prairies and steppes. There's some sandy parts of it, sandy hills and such. And I think in that region, I've been there around there a couple of times. Never been to Dunspear, but there's some drier, more arid parts near the coast, high steppes and such.
Huh?
It really is a beautiful land. Get on a hill and you can see for so many miles around. It's gorgeous, and they have such cool animals down there, and the flora and fauna are beautiful. It's quite a place.
Okay.
So I don't know. There's a few potential areas and destinations.
Go back to bed.
Okay. I shall. Book straight back on face.
Oh Lord. All right, I want to go find Graziella.
All right, you're back downstairs into the common room where Bew and Mirwin are still as well. You see Worth re-enter.
Did you find Wareth? Did you talk to the man?
Yes, and maybe Vissa was right. That guy is a bit high strung at the moment. I think he needs a break.
Brecken's like, aliens. Alien.
Keeps talking about the Aesid not being from Cirrus, and they broke the moon. I don't know.
Okay.
How big for Cirrus?
I don't know. You go try to talk to him.
How's that even possible? How can you break a moon?
Well, for that matter, how do you make a world tree and use magic metal and
True.
whatever?
It was all past me, and I am not sure. I was hoping that you would come back down with some real secrets that you could share with us, but instead you have.
At this
No.
point, I think he's crazy. But he did say a few things that were intelligible, at least. Off into was it the Jeweled Sea he mentioned, where we
Okay.
might find the sea sages. But we need more information as to where, other than just out there in the sea. He mentioned a library we could check out in what was the name of that city?
Dawn Spear.
Yeah, that one. Whatever. An SR.
Yes, sir.
That's all we have at the moment.
Yeah, okay. Do you think he needs more time to figure out things, or should we just head off to one of them? Because now we have 3 places to go: the sea, the library, and your place on the top of the hill. We'd give him more time to like come with a concrete plan and clear his head if we went to the thing at the top of the hill and did your whole thing.
Yeah.
And give him the explicit purpose of, while we are doing that, to clear his head and come with a concise plan and get himself back into shipshape. Or we could tell him to do that while we are going to the east or to the library.
Is Graziella
But
here? And Nikolai?
regardless, we need
She's-
to tell him to clear his head.
Yes.
No, Vissa said that she saw Graziella leave earlier in the morning.
Bella,
She's
go away.
probably at the docks.
go
Should
on.
we go to the docks?
Go on.
Try to find her?
Yeah, let's go find her so we can get this figured out.
So you head out once more into the cold morning air, heading up towards the shipyards. And you reach the harbor master's office. You don't see Graziella, but you see the morning bustle of ships of dock workers. Now noticeably bereft of most humans. It is back to a more peaceful working condition as orcs and half orcs mostly begin to work on the ships for the day.
I bet things are going slower now. They don't have all their cheap human labor.
I will look. I guess I'll go towards the Larkspur, see if I can find
Could
somebody
have
of the crew
seen
who knows things, knows where people are.
So it looks like the finishing touches are being put on it now, and you can actually you see Graziella. You spot her as you walk up toward it. She is actually on deck. Looks like she's doing some inspection of her vessel as it's getting prepared to be finished up and taken command of again. She sees you down there, walking up. She leans off the bow. Warith, my friends, can you believe this beautiful vessel?
She hasn't started yelling at me yet, so yes, it's beautiful.
Very nice.
She is just more splendid than ever.
You're not wrong. It is looking good,
Magnificent.
yeah?
She's in ship shape.
She's in ship shape, stronger, faster. Just beautiful.
Warith wants to do something other than go and sell the Wervenig right now. He has several other plans.
Oh. She comes
Why don't
down. She
why
heads
don't
down to the
you-
gangplank, walks onto the dock, and comes up to meet you guys.
Why don't you tell Literal about it, Warith?
I don't know if you've spoken to Brecken at all about what's next.
I have not spoken to Brecken much in a few days.
Yeah, you should probably do that. He's gone a bit far, but that's beside the point. The only information we've
See.
got out of him so far is the part where it says the sea sages know. So he believes the sea sages are in the Jeweled Sea.
Oh. Well, that's a bit more specific than NEC, so that's not bad. So are we going there next?
Still less specific than I'd like. He also mentioned going to a library to find more information about the sea sages. in SR.
I see.
Uh,
Well, it is up to you. As you know, we are your crew, your friends. So we are with you until we are with you all the way. Now about the egg. This potential buyer in BlackRock. We will want to go there to meet with them at some point soon. Where else did you have in mind to go? What did you mean by that view? Where else would he like to go?
Oh well, there is also a blacksmith that Warth wanted to see, but that is in Kazuin, and in fact, not a boat journey. It is an on land journey. So the other path that we could take is to just go off that way.
Oh, there is a blacksmith here in town.
Yeah, but it is
the
special.
blacksmith who can forge face steel.
Well, that is a rarity. How far is it?
I believe we
Should
said
be
it was 3 or
A
4
week
days.
before we return. Yeah.
A 2 or 3 day journey. But yeah, and
I
there
see.
and back, and the time for him to actually make the.
So that would put us at least another week.
If not more, yeah.
I mean, we could always take the boat around for a spin for a few days, test it out in the waters.
Shakedown cruise.
See, I
Well,
mean,
I feel bad making you guys wait after we've waited so long.
well, it is up to you. We are not hurting for money or anything right now. We have all we need, so it's nothing but a bit of boredom. It's not costing us much in any other way. So I can't say I would tell you no.
Okay, well, it could be useful. I think we should do it. And it would give Brecken time to think straight and get things figured out.
As long
Yeah,
as everybody keeps him away from the booze.
Perhaps I will speak to him.
Yeah.
He's got a lot on his mind, I'm sure.
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Maybe I'll go find him. And you do what you must.
Well, it is all up in the air right now. We haven't really decided on one thing or another. Part of this whole process was talking with you and seeing your thoughts and inputs on it. We hadn't made a decision before walking up as to exactly what we wanted to do. We were gathering information, and now we will make a decision, I think. Yeah.
Molto bene. All right, I am off to talk to Brecken.
Yeah.
You all enjoy your day. And she struts off towards the Stumbling.
I turn to these guys and say, I think we should go to that old crazy man on the mountain.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Who
if you'd
knows
like
when
to.
we'll get the chance for another face deal. Smith. I mean, I could probably do it, but since I don't have experience, it might take a little bit of tweaking, and we don't have the time for that.
For some reason, I don't trust you just to smash it until it's in a general sword shape.
Well,
it'll take
Mirwin,
some
you could. I mean, we are at crossroads now. It would take us 7 days to get there and back, and however many days for him to do any other thing with the metal. Or you, Mirwin, have 7 or so days to kind of work it out and ruin some ingots.
No. No.
We could do it, you know?
Worth was this precious face deal.
Yeah.
Onto a professional.
Yep. Unfortunately, I foresee once we get there, I tell you to get off your high horse, but it's the only way I'll ever be able to look you in the eye.
Ugh. Oh, Wareth. You know that she has like the easy amount of she could just absolutely crush you in any sort of competition.
Yeah, well, at this point, it was worth it.
You know, if I punch straight out, I'll probably hit something.
Not as long as you stay on your high horse.
There is the wits that she has you beat. There is the strength that she has you beat. You could probably run faster than her, but well, that would be the Wareth way. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
running,
No.
running.
She can still run faster than me.
My movement's faster than his.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd take swings at that one, Wareth. I could probably take a couple of good swings at that one and get away with a life still left in my bones. But I don't know if you should.
I like to live dangerously.
You might could throw more money at her. Yeah.
I could hide better.
As is the Wareth way. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, then. I guess it's settled. We'll do that.
Yeah.
As soon as we get there, he's going to make us prove something. And there's going to be some weird crap that we have to do to get him to do this. I just know it. I can see God grinning devilishly at me.
I pat Wareth on the shoulder and be like, well, it is your journey to walk and yours to walk alone. Let's have fun doing it, yeah?
Yeah? Okay.
Well, do we want to set off now? It is still early morning.
Yeah. I want to go get Tinkerbell.
You head to the stable where your animals and cart are currently stabled. You take out Tinkerbell, Comet,
Who's a good girl?
and the unnamed horse, which technically belongs to you, is still there. Along with Fabian on the cart.
Oh, you
Yeah.
crotchety little donkey.
We'll leave the cart because that is Brecken's, yeah? We'll
Yeah.
leave that.
Yeah, we'll leave. We'll just get the horses.
But I'll say hello to Fabian.
Honk. Honk.
Should we go get supplies? Tell Graziella we're going to the Smiths.
Yes. Those things.
I was reading something on, I don't know, about like nature the other day, and there's a species of like equine in Africa that's called wild ass.
I almost said, hello, Fabian, you crotchety ass.
Wild ass.
Wild, untamed,
Wild untamed ass.
unbridled.
Is an actual type of species in Africa. It's hilarious.
Uncut.
Oh, all right. Where do you head? What do you do?
I have a question first. How much longer are we gonna play for?
I can wrap it up at any point.
I have to get up, especially early tomorrow, and I'm not looking for.
Welcome to my life, except for right now.
I'll say you had if you had we're going to head back in the direction of the inn. You see Graziella on her way back from speaking with Brecken.
So, Graziella, how was Brecken?
He is he seems a bit
Off his rocker?
right now. Yeah, a little bit. I said maybe he needs some air, and I as soon as I see Visa and Rasana again, I will tell them to just take him out. Maybe.
Yeah, take him out.
Well, we think the best course of action right now might be to go to the metalsmith.
That is completely fine. I will hold down the fort here, and if your wyvern hatches, I will deal with it.
Okay.
Shall I? Are you leaving like right now? I see you've got the horses.
Yes. As soon as
All right.
As soon as we get out of here, the sooner we'll get back.
Shall I tell Visa that you have gone without saying goodbye, or
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
And you can tell her that it was Bu's decision.
It will go over real well, and I will take the fall for it.
will do? I'll smooth the situation over for you because I like you.
Well, Vissa and Rasana are out, right? So if we waited for them to come back, it would be too late to leave. And that would put us back another day.
So it's their
Could
fault.
be.
Maybe don't say that.
I will say what I say.
Have fun with
All
that.
right, you all. All right, be off then to your mountain journeys.
Yeah, we are going to have fun with it.
You
Okay,
haven't made
see
any
you.
inland journey in a while.
Yeah, except for the journey to get this one back. But
See. All right. Well, I'm off. Be careful.
have a good one.
She
Ciao
heads
for
all
now.
back into the tavern, and that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Hey.
Good stuff, guys.